Welcome to Founders Club, the show for real estate entrepreneurs. I want to kind of unpack the co-working deal that you did,
Oh, yeah.
because I think that that's an interesting type of real estate deal, and I'd love to just unpack what the project is
Yeah.
and kind of how you put it all together.
Cool. So it's exciting because I've actually got two going on. So this one here, so I'm in a small town, 25,000 people, and we moved here in 2008. And I took over this building downtown in 2010. And so the reason I say that is it kind of gives some context for the timing and where we were as it relates to coming out of the the housing crash and all that stuff. Downtowns and small towns were kind of decimated at that time, and so there's a lot of space open. And so I think this would be a good illustration. You can get really creative. Now, it might be a little bit more difficult in some markets right now to get these kinds of deals, but when I was wanting to get office, I saw this building downtown, and I didn't have the money to buy it or to rent it for 8,000 square feet. So I came in here and talked with the owner, and this space was vacant. And there's gonna be a lot of vacant space right now coming out of the pandemic, commercial space, restaurant space, things like that. And
Mhm.
so I talked to him and I said, here's my vision. I want to create an entrepreneur workspace. I want to fill this up with energy. I want to make it the entrepreneur capital of Roseburg, right? And I said, but I can rent this one office, but I want to be able to control everything else. But I can only pay $200 a month. So 8,000 square feet. And I locked it down for $200 a month. No long-term lease, nothing. I control everything in here. Then what happened was I said, okay, then as I fill office spaces, then we'll hammer down a monthly rent for each office space. I'll take a 10% override on all that, and then you get the rest. She pays all of the utilities, every utility. I get a 10% override, and we can't lose money because if someone moves out of an office, we just don't pay for it. But we control the entire thing. We've been here for 10 years, and it's such a cool spot, man. We've got a lounge, a full gym here now, a content studio, and we don't pay anything for it, which is kind of cool. So yeah, and so it's a good
I love
vibrant
it.
thing. Part of my team's here, most of it's not. But down the street, a block away, is another building. A bank just moved out, and this is where there's opportunities right now, like you were saying, Oliver. Is with the pandemic, a lot of companies went remote, and I think that's going to be a trend that will still hold strong for several years. And some of the companies aren't going back to office or the levels and the sizes of office they had before. And so you're looking at all these people who are at home now, and they might not have an office, but you can only work at home for so long, like you were saying. You can only
Right.
work at Starbucks for so long, and there's a grinder and the frother and all that kind of stuff going on in the background every 14 seconds, right? And so this bank moved out 3 months ago. They have it listed at $895. It's a big, huge space. It's really cool. We made an offer on that last week. We haven't heard back on it yet, but we're hoping we can take that and the energy that we have here and turn that space into an amazing, it's about 20,000 square feet. Going to turn that into an even bigger co-work space because there isn't one here in town other than our little one here, and it's always full. And so I think it's gonna be an amazing opportunity to go and find some of this vacant space because of pandemic and see where there's opportunity to build little hubs of energy, of workers, of entrepreneurs, and negotiate really good discounts on the space.
Yeah, I love it, man. I love how you keep going back to energy. One, I love how you're doing a lot of creative real estate investing stuff. I think that co-working space is unbelievable how you can control that thing for $200 a month. And then basically for you, that's got to be great because you can control the vibe of the whole building,
Yep.
the tenants, make sure everyone's a culture fit in terms of like the tenants that are coming in, and
Yep.
then you get a nice little override for yourself as well. So you
Yeah,
can't beat
and
that.
I don't own this building, so people might be asking, like, "I don't own this one." It doesn't make any
Right.
sense to own this one at the terms I've got, but I own the
That's what
building
I'm
next.
saying. There's no, yeah, you don't even need to. Why
Yep,
why own it?
exactly.
Yeah.
No taxes, no utilities, nothing. It's awesome.
If you're new to the channel, my name is Oliver, and I'm a 3-time Inc. 500 real estate entrepreneur. I'm a co-founder of a brokerage with over 1,000 agents doing $4 billion in sales, and I'm an active real estate investor. But most importantly, I'm passionate about helping you grow your real estate business. Don't forget to subscribe. Let's go.